Hello YouTube subscribers and other friends. What we're going to do today is have a go at fitting a Hydro45 shower tray, which is an ABS capped acrylic bonded resin tray, which apparently is a very good thing. This is how we do it. Something I've already noticed is that the top of the shower tray is not dead straight. So when you come to tile this, you'll notice that it's not a case of just chucking your tiles on top of this shower tray and they're all going to line up nice and neatly. So there's something to look out for. Now what we are actually going to do now is just test the tray in its position on this, well, it's a bed of thermalite blocks which we're using instead of a riser kit, which I always think are a bit wobbly looking. So I'm going to test the tray on that pad there, and we're going to use some of these, this is about 15 mil, 19 thick, I think this is like pinboard material. So I'm going to rest the tray on there to just to check that it's going to fit the hole that we've already prepared and the chasing we've done in the wall. Yeah, that's going to go in there. Obviously, chasing out this wall, it's not like a factory job. You have to do it the best you can. Now, ideally, you're supposed to fix the waste before you put the tray down on its bed of sand and cement. But because we've got such good access here, I think I might just skip that bit for the moment, and it's not going to disadvantage us in any way. So the next thing we're going to do is knock up sand and cement at 5:1 and place that on the plinth of thermalite blocks. Now, it's always a good idea to peel back this sealing material, because if you don't and you start fixing the thing to the wall, and even worse, start trying to tile down onto it, it will cause an absolute nightmare. So I'm just going to peel it back, not all the way, and we'll leave the rest of it on there to protect the tray. Right, now because we're working on a screed floor here, we're able to knock up our sand and cement on the floor of this bathroom. Obviously, if you've got lino, don't do that. You'll have to go downstairs and mix it up, or out in the yard and mix it up in the mixer if you've got one, or the barrow, or a bucket. Luckily we're okay here. Now, in my experience, you always need more of this than you think, but well, we'll see. I think that looks about the right amount. I've put some sort of spacers on top of our plinth just to give you an idea of how much sand and cement we're putting on there. So we'll go ahead now, having already previously coated the top of that those Celcon blocks with Mapai Primer G. Some people believe you're supposed to put watered down PVA glue on there, but you know, there's quite a lot of disagreement about that. So we've coated it with Primer G, and we're going to whack this sand and cement on there now, and then see if we can drop our very heavy shower tray on top of it. sunshine when she's gone. There's only darkness every day. There ain't no sunshine when she's gone. There just ain't no home anytime she goes away. Wonder this time where she's gone. I wonder if she's gonna stay. There ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. I'm going to chuck the spirit level on here so we can see roughly what we're getting. So look this way, pretty good. Right. Okay, well, it would be if you're working in a nice dry place, you might be putting this in on a riser or something. You could silicone along the edges of your shower tray before you whack it into place. I think we might be overdoing it to try and do that here. For a start, the surface is all rough and dusty, so what we'll do is we'll get this in position and then we will let it all go off, then we'll flood it with silicone later. Now the tricky bit is, how do you get this very heavy thing onto that bed of mud there? Usually with great difficulty. Right, okay. I think there are some people like to have a piece of strappy stuff. I don't know. I think if you're Jason Bourne, you just have to. If you're Jason Bourne, you just have to do it by hand. Oh shit. Didn't quite work out as planned. Jesus. Now, wouldn't it be lovely if that was level first go? But that would be lucky. That's not bad that way, that is a gift. This way, Well, I'll tell you something, guys. Whether it's by accident or design, don't know if you can see that bubble there. Right, I think we're going to call that done. That's pretty level now, and we've left a little bit of space for tiling, as you can see, and obviously that's where the waste's going to go. Just leave this to go off for a few days, and then we'll be ready to move on to the next part. Hope you found that interesting, guys. It is just the DIY version of how to put a 900 by 800 concrete resin shower tray into position. Thanks for watching. You will be able to see how we get on. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, you'll be able to see how we get on with the rest of this installation.